Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a while. I think the last time I was out here was sometime in October, really doing any kind of work. I did wash the Integra because I did decide I am going to keep this Integra. I took it out to Cars and Coffee just a couple days ago. I'm really hoping to revamp the Integra here in 2024 coming up, so stay tuned for that. I am also going to continue on the CRX, getting this engine bay prepped and painted, and then the new B18 swap put in here with another transmission that I've got to do some work on. So there's really a lot to do, and that's really kind of why I stepped away for a few weeks and took a break with the holidays and everything, kind of get my mind wrapped around what I plan on doing in the garage moving forward. Today's video though is actually going to be a climate control rebuild. I know these climate controls in the CRXs are very brittle and most of them are broken. I was sent out a few parts here from a 3D printer. There's a guy named Lucas over in Europe. He sent out some parts here to try out. I'm going to go ahead and show you what I've got, and we're going to get this broken climate control fixed, and I'll see if I can recommend this product to you guys, and if I can, I will leave a link down below for you guys to check out. Alright, well, the first thing I'm going to talk about that was sent out was actually something I didn't even know existed, which is a great product here. This is an 8889 CRX SI center cap. And the little tabs that hold this center cap on, they become brittle, just like all the plastics on these old cars, and they break off. And this metal tab here is not quite enough to hold it on the car. So it looks like Lucas is actually 3D printing replacement tabs that will actually screw into the center cap. It looks like it does require actually having to cut off the old tabs, but with the new ones, you really don't need the old ones on the brittle plastic. So what I'm going to do here is just quickly restore the tabs on this broken center cap here just to show you how it works. We will have to cut these old plastic tabs off and pull this metal retainer clip out of here and replace that whole assembly with one of these here. Alright, as you saw, that was a pretty easy install, just cutting those old tabs off and pulling that metal ring off with 4 screws. It pops in there and no problem whatsoever. It's not super tight. So I know some of the stock ones with the metal ring, it's so tight that you actually end up damaging your wheel or the center cap itself when you try to pop that out of there. That's one thing that I have dealt with in the past on these particular wheels. This one's not so tight where you actually can't pop it out pretty easily. I don't think it's going to pop off going down the road or anything, but if you don't have broken tabs, I'd probably go ahead and just stick with the original tabs that were on there, because this is just a little bit looser than the original. But if you do have broken center caps, this is definitely a good way to fix those tabs, because these things are really hard to find. This is a product I would definitely recommend. Let's go ahead and jump over to the climate control unit, get that thing repaired. I don't know how involved that's going to be. I know there's a lot of small parts and pieces, but let's dive into it and see how this new climate control looks. Alright, on the new unit you can see the parts and pieces that we're going to need. For the most part, to move over because all the control unit, the levers, the dial, all that's missing on the new unit. This is really just the faceplate as well as the slots for the buttons and the mounting of the actual control unit. So all these screws are going to have to come out on the back side here. So let's go ahead and get started removing all these from the actual faceplate here, as well as the decal on the front. We're going to have to take those off. Alright, so we do have a brown connector here with the wiring connecting these two pieces. That's the only thing holding it together. It looks like it's just pushed on, so we got to pry that off. We've got to get this circuit board off of this plastic housing. There's a bunch of screws around the outside here holding it on. It looks like this white piece is attached with a wiring harness, so I'm going to have to undo these two screws as well. Looks like we're going to have to pop these buttons off. Alright, so I've decided that I don't want to try to pop these caps, these button caps off of here, because I did do this one, and if you look closely you can see that I did break this one a little bit. I'm going to have to glue that piece back on, but this is really fragile plastic. So I think what I'm going to end up doing, since I'm not reusing this housing, it's all broken, and I've gotten everything off that I need, except for a few of the lenses here. I'm going to go ahead and break off the rest of this housing around these buttons, and it's going to make it easier for me to get these buttons off once these are actually out, because you can't slide these out. There's no way to get it out from the front. There's no way to get it out from the back without popping the cover off. And if I'm not careful, I will break these caps. So I'm going to go ahead and break this housing off around these buttons. Alright, now that these buttons are out, we're able to take these caps off a little bit easier. Now before I was trying to pry up on this from the outside, which I ended up breaking off that little tab here. The easiest way to do this here is to push down on this black part just a little bit, and that will lower the tab enough for you to slide off the cap. And just be gentle as you pull it off. That's all you need to do. Looks like this was supposed to go on first before these two pieces, so I'm gonna pull these two off here. Alright, shout out to Lucas at ACP Automotive over in Poland for sending these products out here for us to try out and to show you guys. I'm very happy with both products. I definitely recommend these center cap repair kits as well as the climate control. The tolerances of the climate control are very tight. Didn't have any issues whatsoever as far as the climate control is concerned. Buttons slid in there just perfectly. The label went in there on the top here just fine. No gaps on it, so I'm happy with that. That just shows that the quality of the print is very tight tolerances like I was saying. One thing that I did run into though, I got into a hurry peeling the bottom label off, didn't heat it up, and it peeled the black paint off of the back side of here. So I will be using the RestoTuner kit to repair that, or actually replace that and use on the bottom set of buttons here. I'm going to leave a link down below for that. They were out of stock whenever I talked to Ben about it. So by the time this video goes live, he may have those in stock. He's going to send a set out here for me to install on here. I'll probably throw a post up on Instagram to show you the quality of that. I'm happy with all their other products, so I know I'll be happy with that one. So definitely go check out ACP Automotive. I'll leave a link down below for their website. for all these products. They have a lot of different 3D printed CRX products, so check those out, and thanks for watching today's video.